that we've cleaned and decluttered our homes, it's time to take on our laptops and our tablets and our cell phones. So to clean up our tech, we've got tech expert Lisa Chang with us right now.
I'm awesome. How are you?
Good. So let's do some cleaning up, shall we?
I brought my gloves for you today. We're going to get right into the system and talk about cleaning up our smartphones.
Yes.
And let's think about it. I mean, I'm going to ask you honestly, how often are you going through your system and making sure that it's fastest, it's operating efficiently?
Listen, in terms of decluttering, I'm the worst ever. I said to the audience how many pictures you think I have on my phone.
Girl, I don't even want to.
Why don't you guess?
Okay, so
just guess.
The average Canadian is holding 5,000 photos on their phone at any given time. So if I was Tracy Moore,
22,000. 22,000. So, number one, I have a problem.
Yeah.
Number two, so I'm not decluttering at all. Like, I need your help.
Yeah.
I need help with the home screen. Sure. I need help with the photos.
You are not alone.
Yeah. So I'm not doing what I should be doing. What should I be doing?
Okay, so we're going to break this down into a 3-step process, much like we're going to clean our home.
Okay.
Right? So the first thing is decluttering. We don't necessarily want the junk in our face 24/7. So we're going to talk about step number 1, which is the most basic, and it's focusing on the home screen.
Okay.
So for the purpose of today, we're actually going to use an iPad, but this is going to mimic the exact same menu that you would see on an iPhone.
Okay.
Which a lot of us hold in our palms each and every day. So this is our home screen. This is page number 1.
Okay.
So you can see this is a whole lot of notifications, it's a whole lot of reminders, it's a whole lot of updates that we're seeing. And if we think about what technology can do in our lives, it's used to organize our lives, but in a lot of ways, if we're not helping it be organized, it can add a lot of anxiety to us.
Yeah, it does.
So when we're picking up our phone, here's another stat.
Okay.
1 time every 10 minutes.
Like every time I go back there, I look at my phone. I don't know what I'm looking for. There's no answers in here.
We're in it.
But I'm opening it up, I'm looking at it.
You know, to go through the home screen and let's say come right down, you'll see there's a little small button here that doesn't get your attention, which is called edit. So you can actually press that edit button and now you can minimize, you can remove all of those notifications, and you won't have to see it 100 times a day, okay?
Okay, so one thing is turning off the notifications.
100%.
So that you don't need to be notified that someone put a new tweet out there. Who cares?
100%, and that's in the control of your own hand. So if you want to see the weather update all day, every day, you can go for it.
Yes.
But really, this is about taking the control back, because it really can get out of hand.
Okay.
Secondly is to go to your home screen. So that's where you would see things like your calendar, your clock, your photos, your camera, your email, etc. As you can see on this home screen, there's a whole lot going on. Some stuff that we might not want to see, again, when we're picking up our phone so often, right? So in this case, we're actually going to move some things out and we're going to bring some things to the forefront. So in my case, I'm going to bring up what my very cluttered home screen looked like in the past. This was basically what I was starting out with. So I had downloaded SoundCloud, I had YouTube on my home screen, I had my Android Play Store, my gallery, etc. One of the biggest things that was distracting me was actually having social media on my home screen. So I decided, you know what, hey, I am looking at Facebook 23 minutes on average a day. I'm spending almost an hour on Instagram a day, just looking at updates and, you know, checking how many likes I have and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to move it out. So this is actually what my home screen looked like after. So as you can see, I decluttered my home screen. I now have that weather update. I have my search bar. It's right there. But what I did bring was I brought my banking app to the forefront.
Smart.
I think all of us could just have that reminder in the back of our head. You know what? Let's invest that $10 every day or at the end of every week. Let's work on the investment part as opposed to wasting on social media and all of that.
I love the psychological background here because it is all psychological. It's like an addiction, right? You go there and it's going to tempt you to go down the rabbit hole. So let's get tempted to invest money.
Yes.
That's a good temptation. Let me just be
Exactly.
checking my bank account and see how I'm doing. That's smart.
And then for my personal needs, I need to have Instagram on my homepage because, you know, I'm trying to build a personal brand and a business and so forth.
Totally.
So I need that on my home screen. My email, etc., my calendar, my alarm clock, all of that should go on the forefront.
Yes.
But anything that I think is going to distract me, let's just put it
Get it out of the way.
Right.
Okay, good stuff.
Okay, step number 2. Okay, so now we're going to bring in the big guns and we're going to deep clean.
Let's do it.
So there are 3 big culprits that are bringing down the efficiency of your phone. So we're talking about speed and performance.
Okay.
It's what I like to call the notorious BIG. Okay. Now, in many cases, we're talking about storage with apps that are eating up our space. We're talking about photos and sorry, how many photos?
22,000.
22,000.
Over 22,000.
Okay, so we got to get in there. We got to clean things up. So what we're going to do is we're going to identify where our storage is being taken up in general, right?
So you go into settings.
Into settings. We're going to go into general. Then we're going to go into storage. And in an iPhone, like I said, it's all the same thing. In Android, it's the same thing as well. So in the case of this system, as you can see right here,
in the
apps is taking up a lot of the system storage.
Right.
So here's another great stat. On average, the typical Canadian is holding 100 apps on their phone at any one given time, okay?
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
But only using about 20 every month. So what are we doing?
I don't know.
We're technological hoarders, aren't we?
Yes. Yes.
We need to get in there. Let's start with photos because I know in your case this is important, and I think for a lot of people as well, holding 5,000 photos in their phone, there's a lot of reasons why you need to get it off or you need to manage your photos.
Where do we put them?
Okay, so here's the thing. So you're going first and foremost, you're going to put your photos in the cloud. Because when you're purchasing a phone, doesn't matter what provider you're with, they're going to give you anywhere from 25 gigs up to 512 gigs of storage in the cloud.
Right.
However,
so mine are there. I just don't trust this cloud. I can't see it.
You know, we're from
so is there another place I can put it?
We're from a different
like under my bed or something. Something more tangible
so
for me.
For people like us, we want to hold something, right? So that's your external storage. So there's lots of external storage options that we have available to us, all different price points as well. This is a Wi-Fi external storage. So now you can wirelessly connect your phone to your external storage and automatically upload your pictures.
Like, can I put that, can I connect that right into my phone?
Yes, you can, because your phone also comes with a cable.
Yes.
So now what you're going to do is that with a USB, you're going to plug this in to your external drive.
And plug that into the phone.
Plug it into your phone, and you're going to back up.
So all of my photos are going to go onto that beautiful purple thing.
That's right.
And then that is going to stay in my desk drawer at home.
Absolutely.
And then what am I going to do? Go back to my phone and delete it all?
Because
deleting it all, is that easy?
Yes, because Tracy, you've got to go through your phone, and you'll see that your phone breaks out a menu of your files that are created. So you use Instagram a lot, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
So, you know, you take any one picture, you add a filter to that.
Yes.
Now that picture is stored twice. Then you upload to Instagram, now that photo is stored three times. If you upload to any Instagram story, now it's 4 times.
Yes.
So you will break out the files and go through those files and delete, delete, delete. You got to stay on top of it.
Okay.
In addition to that, my recommendation for apps is to sort them into files. So for example, you're going to create broad category files. In this case, we have an audio file, which includes things like our Spotify, our podcasts, Shazam, etc. We also have a video file, which would have all of your TV applications, you know, movies, things like that. Communication, that would include social media, Skype, anything that you're using.
So you organize even the apps that you're going to keep. Thank you very much for these tips, because we want to be decluttered in our head as well as decluttered on our devices.